We are joined now by Jeremiah Ellison. He's a member of the Minneapolis City Council. Councilman Ellison, good morning to you. I want to get to those protests in just a second, but at the heart of those protests, the rage is about the fact that no one has been arrested in this case. The mayor has basically called it a murder and is asking why that hasn't happened. A lot of people obviously have seen the tape of what happened. But here's what the county attorney said. He said, and this is Mike Freeman, he said that there is other evidence that does not support a criminal charge. Are you privy to what that other evidence may be?
No, I think the statement's vague. I wish the district attorney would be more specific. And more importantly, I wish the district attorney would watch the tape, see what's evident on the tape as far as the fact that 4 officers murdered Mr. Floyd and make the arrest.
Well, absent the charges, Councilmember, how do you calm a city?
You know, I think that we had a great opportunity on the first night to respond differently when it came to the situation. I think for those of us who kind of come from more activist backgrounds and who have participated in mass protests before, you can kind of see where a crowd's going, and I felt like this was really preventable. Unfortunately, I think that conventional wisdom of force sort of won out, and that was the strategy we pursued, and I think that strategy has proven to be an unmitigated failure.
You know what? It was interesting yesterday on our air. Craig interviewed one of George Floyd's best friends, NBA great Stephen Jackson. And Stephen, he was asked about those protests and what George would have thought. And he said he would have welcomed the support, but he basically said he didn't like that kind of violence in the streets. That wasn't, he said, what George Floyd would have wanted.
Yeah. You know, I think one of the dynamics when you look at a protest like that is that really the protest is it's about the death of the person and not always necessarily what the person would have wanted, right? I imagine that nobody would want to see the kind of devastation that we are experiencing here in Minneapolis. But what people are responding to is not just the death of Mr. Floyd, but also Philando Castile, Jamar Clark, Fong Lee. These are people who have been killed by the various police departments in the metro area, and whose deaths have largely gone unrecognized as crimes.
Just pull out your tea leaves for 1 second and just tell me finally where you think we will be 1 week from today.
You know, all I can do is speculate. I hope that that the district attorney is able to get his act together and make the arrest of the 4 officers who participated in the murder. And I hope that the crowd, I hope that the protesters begin to recede and go home. I understand the rage. It is shocking to see the level of destruction that's occurred. And I just hope that we can keep as many people as safe as possible and begin on a road to justice. And I think that's really what the protesters are calling for.
All right, Minneapolis City Councilman Jeremiah Ellison. Councilman Ellison, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.